parent partnership is a place where people can get resources.
And we do have children and people that come in our group who are as young as 14 and as old as 54 with all different substances.
Suggestions, but not advice.
What is said in the meeting stays in the meeting.
The first thing we say is, you don't have to say a word. You can just sit there and listen. And when you're comfortable and ready, jump in. And inevitably, before the end of the meeting, they always jump in because they're feeling that comfortable.
It takes courage to show up at a meeting and to keep coming back.
There's no judgment,
Non-judgmental.
There's no judgment.
I want them to know that they're in a safe space and there's no judgment.
The relief I felt at not being alone was just huge and kept me coming back.
It was almost like you could just substitute one name or one child's story for another child's story.
If you keep coming back, you're probably going to hear something that is pretty close to your own story or situation.
I got dragged in kicking and screaming. I walked into the first meeting and saw how many people were there dealing with the exact same issue and felt so much better when we walked out.
And sharing with a group of people who are all in the same situation was so freeing for me.
I was trying to find a group of, like, what do men do when they get a little bit older towards retirement? Where can I join a man's group? Like what, bowling or what? You know, I had no idea, and I landed in this group, and I guess it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
And I walked into this room of parents who I knew nobody. And I was welcomed with such warm support and love unconditionally.
They accepted me immediately. They understood where I was at.
It was the first time I felt like other people are really getting this. I mean, get me. And I had a safe place to share. I'm not alone. You know, that was the thing that I always felt, that I was alone. There are people out there that don't understand. I can't express my feelings to people who don't understand and are going through what I'm going through.
Honestly, I just felt like I had come home to a really warm place with people that understood me for the first time.
To tell you the truth, I don't know what I would have done without the meeting.
And I could see the things that people were talking about in the meetings beginning to work in my life.
And yet I also began to recognize that as I began to change, it was having an impact on my child.
As parents, you know, we try to jump in there and try to help and try to save, and we're hurting ourselves.
We were only doing as well as they were doing at that time. So I think one of the things that we all worked on was boundaries.
We're out and we're doing things and we're putting that smile back on our face. So
These are my closest friends now.
We think we come for our loved one, and the learning we're here for ourselves, and the growth that we experience and what we can do with our lives, whether or not our loved one recovers, we can regain our own life and our own health and well-being.
We have this gentleman that comes to group, and he is definitely the kindest, gentlest, sweetest person that I've ever met. And to watch him just kind of come alive now is just, it's amazing.
What I see too is parents, myself included, letting go of certain expectations.
We not only got to see them heal as individuals, but we also got to see them heal as a loving couple.
And the look, the light bulb going off look was priceless.
You know, he's become such an avid supporter of others and, you know, always that positive voice, and just a real big turnaround.
But it also helped move the whole family forward. I'm not guessing that he got that from the parent partnership meeting. He says it.
The first time in years, she took a vacation because she felt safe enough, strong enough to be able to handle anything that would happen.
now she's even going on vacations with other members of the group.
To watch her grow within our group was amazing.
Last week, 2 of our longtime members wanted a copy of Standing in the Storm. I'm like, voila, it's on the website. This is awesome. This is exactly where you can go and find so many other things.
I didn't realize that I needed to recover, and I did, and will do forever.
I envision being in this program the rest of my life. There's absolutely no question about it. I couldn't imagine life without it. It would be empty. So it's amazing.